correspondent in Gaza, Nicole Johnston. She joins us live from Gaza City. So, Nicole, Israel has announced the somewhat patchy ceasefire as of 4 minutes ago. What's the situation like where you are?
That's exactly the word for it, patchy. We were heading south of Gaza City, trying to go to an area that would give you a view towards the Israeli-Gaza border. And just as we were heading out, we had a loud explosion in that border area. The reports that we're getting is that an Israeli tank was hit by Palestinian fighters. Now, we haven't been able to with certainty confirm that, but that's the reports that we're getting. That created, some tank shelling in response, I suppose, in that sort of area. So it goes to show, as you said, it's very patchy, very sketchy. We then moved from that area just up the road a bit. But certainly in the lead-up to this sort of one-sided, semi-unilateral ceasefire, or whatever you want to call it, there has been activity in different parts of Gaza. In the western part of Gaza City, there were rockets fired early this morning, we think about 4. And in the overnight hours, 5 people from Jabalia refugee camp were killed in an airstrike. And just remembering, of course, that ceasefire declared by the Israeli side is not for all of Gaza. It doesn't include the area east of Rafah, where we know that there's still heavy military action going on and has been for the last few days.
Yeah, are there any areas in Gaza where it definitely does apply and that people are feeling that it is safe to return to their homes?
Well, look, it's only just started, so it's difficult to assess at this point whether people think they're safe or not. I mean, the experience has been in the previous ceasefires that people are very concerned, very worried. They're being told by Hamas to be careful about returning to areas. There's been plenty of occasions where people have attempted to go back to their houses or their neighbourhoods in Shajair and in the northern part of Gaza as well, only to be fired upon. So at this stage, it's really difficult to assess. I mean, Israel says one thing, the Palestinian factions say another. The Palestinian factions are saying that this is a sort of publicity stunt in some respects. They're saying it's to distract attention from what they're calling massacre that's taken place in Rafah. They haven't said whether they'll be stopping their own fighting during the 7 hours that Israel has declared. So we wait to see whether many people will decide to go back or not. Maybe some people will go back briefly to try and get some supplies, pick up mattresses, clothes. That's what we usually see happening, to check whether their houses are still standing. But in the end, most people then decide to head back to areas that they think are more safe. They really don't trust these one-sided ceasefires.
No, especially when the situation is so unclear. Nicole, thanks very much for updating us there from Gaza City.